To be honest, I'm messing with like the figure and trying to look at how it is drawn with like what can it be? Oh, okay, wait a second. Um I'll just be talking through here then. While I have music playing for myself because nobody's watching currently. So why do I need to worry about the music? I'll just play some different music while I'm waiting. I kind of just want to listen to Johnny Cash or something. Just chill. I think I gotta draw like extra nibs for the legs. No, it's picking up side audio a little bit. That's not good. Is it really picking up this audio? Oh wow. So it's different within OBS. That's interesting. So let me. Oh, I know why. There's no noise suppression filter on the OBS. I should put a noise suppression one on there. There's a noise suppression one. What's the lower one do? It's still, oh, the suppression level. So the other one lets me choose. I wish I could hear it. I don't think the noise suppression's good. There's noise gate, indirect polarity, expander, compressor. I mean, I shouldn't have to worry too much about it. I mean, what else is there? There's advanced audio properties, which is the sources and stuff. Eh. Oh well. I'll just be careful with the mic and setup while I'm recording. Mm-hmm. I need a connector. I guess the question is like, how should I treat the body like this? Also, why is this playlist not autoplay? Interesting. YouTube has been doing some weird things. Oh, it's a mixed YouTube main. Maybe that's why. There we go. I guess it's the same for like the female figure as well as the male, as the traps in the rib cage. So like, I should just be using an oval or something. I think good shoulders would be part of her character. So like, got big legs, but like good shoulders maybe. I can draw them. I'm back, yeah, I took a break. Hey. I am somewhat on the eye and look out for people that have weird names, but like I shouldn't have probably blocked some people. I'm just kind of worried about like trolls and stuff in my chat, so I want to moderate it. I'll just be more careful to not do it immediately. Things just get weird on the internet, you know what I mean, Granger? They just get weird. But yeah, I'm back. I'm drawing. I took a long break. I'm not gonna be doing it every day like I used to, by the way. Like I'm gonna do it every once in a while. And I guess since you're here, I'll turn on the music. Like I turned it off because I was listening to my own music. Um, Let me find some RuneScape or something to listen to. Oh, the music's turned off still. There we go. But yeah, I'm looking into how and what sexualizes the body, and it's not a lot. Like it's interesting. So like legs being like basically what it comes down to is being closed. Like when you're closed, a lot of that happens. Like legs are like close together and stuff. Or like the only difference is like when you're sticking things out, like you're sticking your butt out or whatever. But that's like a position that's different. But I think a lot of what comes into that is okay. Well, thank you. A lot of what comes into that is what you're doing. Like it's context related. So like sexualization and drawings is very context related, unless it's like somebody who's very close position wise. Because like I did it with a male figure to see if it did the same thing, and it does something similar. It's kind of weird. So I think that's because like what's down between like the thighs and stuff is your junk. So I think it creates that emphasis, and the only reason is because like my comic and stuff, it's not made for kids, or it's not going to be. It's gonna be fun and stuff, but I don't think it's made for kids. I wanna have like I don't want to have it be like sexualized over the top or crazy like. I want it to be like implied, and then there's like gore and stuff like that, but it's like cartoony. I have a very specific thing I want. Like I was actually talking to somebody about this. I want a I want basically I want like depth within a cartoon world, or like I want like Looney Tunes, but there were actual repercussions, like Daffy Duck getting his head blown around, and then that's it for him. Daffy Duck is gone, and it's kind of dark, but it's a cartoon. So I want a cartoon with consequences. I'd say I don't know what age range I'm hitting for, but it's not for kids. At least that's not what I want to write. I don't think it'll be like overly gratuitous when it comes to things, but I'm gonna have like guts and stuff or people like dying in the story. Like I mean the very beginning somebody died. So like it happens in the story. It's not like I don't want to shy away from that as a concept. And I want to make the characters cry. I want to make them feel angry. I want to make them have all those different things. So, and and right now I'm going back to like sexualizing the figures or making them exaggerated to that extent. Yeah, it's something I used to do, and I think it was like part of my like artistic DNA that was good. And it wasn't I was never doing it to like make it that way. It's just I emphasize the figures that way. Probably 18 plus. Probably 18. I don't think it's 14 plus. I don't know. Probably 18. Like realistically. I know it limits the audience, but I also I just don't I want to write what I want to write. And what I want to write is like I want to write all these different things. I want to write a romance between two characters that were supposed to be at a wedding and they were supposed to be betrothed to each other. They were a political wedding technically, and they really get to know who they are to each other because like they haven't met that many times. They like each other at first, but I don't like there's going to be like spats or disagreements or like things that happen like a real relationship would. Um and that's one angle of a story that I want to do. Another angle is like finding out uh like like I said with character development, I want to I want to break the characters down. I want to break them. Like I want to take them to like bad points in their personality where it's like they oh you can't read it. Oof. Oof. Okay, well. Sorry, Granger. It could still change. I just don't know. Like I want it to be violent. I want some violence in my comic. I mean that's the kicker. But like I don't know, like I don't know what that would be considered. I'd have to actually look into that basically. Cuz like I want blood and stuff like that. Like it's you're punching and then there's stuff like that happening and like death and whatnot. But the that's why I think it's 18 plus by the way. But the sexualized stuff is more implied. It's not something you're going to be seeing really. or it's like insinuated very heavily. Not heavily, but like you know what I mean. Like it's suggested or suggestive. Cuz like I personally I'm not trying to make a comic for that stuff, but I want elements in it like that. I have a balance. Like I said, I have very specific tastes or very specific wants with my stuff that I want to happen. Um, I have other comic ideas that are not that dark, or not like that, I guess. But I have to get done this one to get there. And I'm gonna start it in February, whether I'm ready or not. Uh, I made the choice that that's when it has to happen. I've just never been chasing an audience that's like a global audience. I've not been chasing that. Or at least not global. Like I'm not chasing a I'm not trying to appeal to everybody. That's what I was looking for. Brain. I did have a silly comic idea about a parody of Pokemon, which anybody could steal these ideas, but the thing is like can you execute these ideas? Right? And I actually don't think a lot of people can execute as much as some people believe on certain ideas. Like if they can, more power to them. But the idea I had is called Job Goblins, and it's essentially about um a guy like it's Pokemon. It's literally just Pokemon, but a parody of it where the Pokemon were people and the Pokemon are I don't know where you're from. Uh it's not Australia, Britain? I'm gonna guess Britain. I have no idea though. I have no idea. Also, how are you on this? I guess it doesn't matter. Well, because the stream says it's not made for kids. But I don't. I guess that doesn't stop people from looking at it. I don't know. Oh, I would have never guessed. Alright. Well, it's not like I'm drawing anything that's, like, bad either, though. Like, I'm not drawing anything that you couldn't, like, look at and just see. In fact, my friend draws stuff like that, and he can't even draw anywhere because there's not a platform for that, really, except for one. And, like, it's not really good. It's not really good. So he's kind of, like, stuck not really drawing certain things. Because he wants his comic to be that way. I do not want my comic that way. I'm gonna, like, take these and draw over top of them. Cause, like, I need to do finished drawings, and, like, this is a good practice and habit, especially for what I want to do. What do you want to do, by the way, Granger? Are you doing art? Like, what's your dream? What do you, like, chase? Like, with your life? I mean, I know you're young, but do you have any idea of what you want? It's always a question I ask. I ask adults this question too, all the time. It's a very good question to, like, get to know people because they always want something, or like, what did they dream of doing? Especially with adults, it's always a good question because you learn more about what they really wanted to do and where they ended up. I did this with my high school Spanish teacher, and he actually wanted to be a nurse and ended up becoming a Spanish and French teacher who basically translates for people as well. Like, he works as a translator and a teacher, and he makes decent money apparently. I didn't keep up with him, but when I was in school a long, long time ago, I talked to him about that. I was curious. He couldn't do the math, is what he said. And yeah, my grandpa wanted to be like Einstein, but he said he didn't want to work that hard. And I think stuff like that comes down to, like, understanding, are you going to be honest with yourself about what you're going to do, I think, or something? I don't know. To me, it's like being honest with what you know you're going to do currently. Because, like, you could, like, gain the endurance or whatnot to do it. But, like, I know sometimes I'll be like, I'm just not going to do it. And I'm not going to, like, lie to myself and say I'm going to do it, or I'm going to, like, continue to do whatever. It could be something as simple as, like, doing laundry or something. It's like, I'm just not going to do that today, you know? So, like, there's things like that. It's interesting that YouTube, well, I guess YouTube wouldn't do that. It says nothing, whatever. Whatever. YouTube does as YouTube does. This is Google. Google. But yeah, I like to ask people what they want to do with their life, or what they wanted to do, or what they want to do with their art if they're an artist. Because it just kind of gives you a glimpse into like what their interests are in like a small level. I mean, I already know what I want. I want to become an independent comic creator, period, full stop. And in order to do that, I need to do what I need to do, which is I need to do finished drawings. I need to draw panels. I need to start drawing 5 panel comics. Then eventually I need to start doing my comic. Whether it's good or not, I gotta continue it and see it through. And a lot of that just comes down to doing things. Oh, there you go. It's a lot of work though. But if you're up for it, I'm sure you can get there. I'm not cut out for that kind of stuff. I could probably do it, but I'd probably hate it. I'd probably hate like all the technical jargon. Like I'm more specialized in art. I taught myself 3D, animation, 2D, and 3D. I messed a little bit with programming for games because I was curious about it. I'm not that great at it. And I learned how to paint. I obviously draw. I know anatomy. All that stuff I taught myself because I really wanted to do art things. So I think if I learned anything else, it'd have to do with the arts. Like it'd be music or writing or stuff like that. Um, I feel like I'd probably not like while I would find it interesting, I don't think I'd like doing something like science related or math related too much. Um, but it also depends on what you want to do, because like not everybody does those jobs for enjoyment, right? Sometimes it's just like they do stuff on the side after they work those jobs. So it's like to pay for their hobbies that they really want to do. I know that's the case because I've seen it before. But yeah, I personally don't think there's a problem with people doing whatever job they need to get by or to like do the hobbies that they want. I think it's cool. I personally I don't like I feel like I could do that. Um I want to give art a try while I still can, and I will always do art throughout my life because I realized when I was like every time I was in a mental health crisis or whatever going on, I would literally be like not writhing in pain, but I'd be really annoyed that I couldn't draw or I couldn't draw right because medication was on me. I just got frustrated, like super frustrated. Hmm. Honestly, I don't feel like streaming that much more, but I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna continue until it hits one at least. This is like 2 hours. But yeah, I have no reason to stream, to be honest, other than like trying to like see if anybody's interested in watching me doodle or draw. I'm not advertising anything. I'm not building anything yet. So this was just solely an experiment in trying to be consistent. And I think I got the consistency thing out of the way. It's supposed to be for 90 days. I did like 40 something days. I'm gonna keep doing it every once in a while, but what it taught me is you really just have to show up to things. And I've been now trying to show up every day to draw finished drawings. And it takes a lot out of me. Like I do not have the endurance to do that all the time. Like I only get like 5 done a day, and they're not even like like spectacular. Not to me anyways. Because they're just like characters standing in a blank space. Like that's it. Like I need to do backgrounds and composition, but I want to get better at just doing finished things anyways. So like even just characters standing in a blank space is a lot of work. Like right now, I'm just taking time to like ink this sketch and I'm having like, all manner of issue. Sketching is easy. Finishing is not. It is not easy. I don't even like what I drew. That's because I'm not good enough yet. I'm not good at sketching, finishing drawings. But I think I'm good enough to start a comic. That's why I said that, because like let me open, like I was doing like that or like this stuff. Like it's okay. It's not perfect. I could put this in a comic and it'd be fine. It wouldn't hurt. Yeah, no worries, no worries. But like I said, if you read a comic like this, it'd still be readable. It's not perfect art, but like it'd be okay. Like thing is, I know it's not going to be perfect when I start out, and I don't like that. But I'm getting more accustomed to that as the idea. All I've learned from learning a ton of things in life now and dealing with some stuff is you just have to try and keep going. And this is something I learned while working at a grocery store and being part of a mod project group. It just takes one person to push to get everybody around you to push. That's all it takes. Just one person putting in extra effort. I learned that in the mod scene with the mod leader, like the lead developer mod person in Fallout 4, and he was there and everybody worked. He wasn't there, people didn't work as much. And when I was in grocery, I was the one pushing, and everybody around me started working harder when I was working. And yeah, when I wasn't around, I think they started slacking off, but some people did not. They saw how much work I was doing. And I actually got people to vouch for me because of that. I still don't have a job back there. I was trying to get a job at the old grocery store I used to work at, but it seems like they either don't have positions or they're not trying to hire me at all. I mean, I've tried. I'm just gonna go look for a different job somewhere else while working and drawing. But that's my advice when it comes to working with people is it just takes one person pushing to get everybody else to push. It's a morale thing, I think. And at first, I kept getting questions like, "Why are you wasting your time? What are you doing? That's a waste of your effort or whatnot." In my mind, it's like it's my time to waste, so let me waste it. Who are you to tell me about my own time, essentially? And I think I'm gonna live a long time anyways. Even if I don't, it's still my time to waste. And some people just do not get putting in that kind of effort. And it's not easy. It's just like I just it's just about doing it and getting the ball rolling. I should have taken the manager position that I was offered when I was working there, and I was only working there for like a year or two, and I got offered a managing position. The thing is, like, I think they were desperate, but it's still more money, and I shouldn't taken it. I don't regret not taking it because I was going on an art thing and I was about to do commissions, and then a mental health crisis struck me. Yeah, I understand like how brain dead physical labor jobs are too, though. Like there's nothing going on, so I had tons of time to think as well. At least the physical labor jobs that don't require a lot of thought. is what I'd say, like lifting things and putting them down or putting them in shelves or organizing things. It's not hard. I used it as an excuse to exercise back when I was exercising. But yeah. Basically, I got paid to exercise and I had free time to draw afterwards because I only worked part-time. But yeah, I want to like I'm in the mindset where I want to own things. By the way, Granger, I want to own my own comic IP that I can make other things out of. I want to solely own it. I don't want to work with a publisher at all unless it's like Image Comics, and that's probably it. Because I trust them and they say you own almost all the percentage rights of your stuff and they take a flat fee. So, and I've my idea of business is a couple things, and I'll spill the beans on it. You want to reassure the customer. That's like number one. Always make sure that they are reassured. Like make sure they can trust you. They understand that you know what you're doing, from a standpoint of like having everything ready before they deal with you, like coming prepared, and then yeah, stuff like that is essentially it. Reassuring, setting boundaries ahead of time, like what you will do with it for the customer and what they are going to do and bring to you. So that's what I think about when it comes to marketing and advertising, which I haven't done on this channel at all, because I'm not really doing that yet, and I'm spilling the beans on it about what I would do. Is repetition is the name of the game when it comes to marketing or advertising, because you're getting it. It's not that you want people to buy immediately. It's that you're getting it cemented that it's a normalized thing. Like everybody says, like and subscribe and whatnot. So eventually, maybe somebody will like and subscribe the more that they watch or hear that stuff. I personally want every type of advertising push that I have to feel like it is I'm inviting you to a option. It is not a it's not obligatory. It is supposed to be optional, and it's supposed to be more like if you want to support me, if you want to do this, not you have to. And that's like a personal thing. I really hate advertising that tries to push a salesman type of mindset where it's like you have to buy it, or I hate FOMO based marketing where like there's a deal and it only is this time of year and blah blah blah. Like I think I would do that, but I'd be very careful about how I would do that because it's fake scarcity is what it is. Like realistically, it's fake. Like if it's a digital product or if it's art that can be mass produced or something like that, it's fake scarcity. Now sales are different. Sales is like not it's not it's kind of going into the scarcity realm, but does the same thing. But it's more I can forgive sales, not sale, like things being on sale for cheaper because it wouldn't have been priced that much and it's like seasonal or something. But yeah, that's all going through my mind when it comes to like business oriented things and even looking up how to set up contracts, but I don't think you'd need to set up contract for most commission work. You could though. I've thought about it. I even was thinking about getting the e-signing thing so I could just have people sign online through typing it out very easily on a contract. And it makes it legally binding. Um but I have no use to do that, and I don't think I'll have a use to do that for most things. I do my research on things that I'm interested in, uh, which is like business taxes, which is something I'm now getting into. I need to look more into those videos and stuff that I was looking at, and obviously art. Oh, I mean, I understand. My thing is about like trying not to be uh like I understand the business side, but I feel like people don't understand from the side of like a customer what that looks like, if that makes sense. Cuz like if I'm annoyed by things, a customer is certainly annoyed by a lot of these things. So why would you basically copy what you see from other people if you know that that's what annoys customers? You know, like that's my 2 cents. I don't understand that. I don't get that. I feel like it's kind of ridiculous. I mean, there are some things that make sense, obviously, but I think the two main ones that were my takeaways was repetition, which can get annoying, but it's not like something that can harm you, and making it feel like an offer or something like that. I can't remember what it was. It was making it feel non-obligate, like not an obligation. That way, feel people feel comfortable when it's not forced on them. You know, I don't want them to feel like it's, you know, I think you get it. Hmm. I've even said my spiel about how I would like monetize a comic or do something like that. A lot of it's just merch and stuff. Well, my I don't worry about what other people think. I'm worried about what like the mass like an audience would think. Like somebody who might be interested, and that could be anybody from anywhere. So like, of course my comic might not be kid friendly or whatever. It's got like blood and gore or whatever. But on average, what do people think about when they're looking at a comic or like a show or something? It's the action. They're thinking about the action. So I want a lot of action. I do want storytelling elements though too because it creates character development and whatnot. So I'll do that through the action and through talking in certain instances where it's more quiet and there's less action. And then when it comes to marketing and stuff like that, it's going to be free, right? It's going to be free, so it's really accessible. Anybody can read it, right? Because it'll be free. So then it comes to just building an audience, and then if people want to support me, I'll have options available, right? And if they want to buy merch, I'll have like t-shirts or some other things, mugs, whatever. And then hopefully physical copies if I make enough of it, right? Physical copies of the books. And then like I have a whole game plan in my head, and I honestly I built it looking at how comics are sold right now, and I think the method is archaic. I think it's old and outdated. I think manga plus looking at what people do online with shows and different things and also comics has taught me that it's not the best way to get things done is to produce comic books. Who said you need to make a comic book to have a comic? And my whole point on that is it's more expensive to make issues and print them and put them out there and blah 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 for an audience that might not exist at all. And then you're gonna assume you're gonna build an audience from that, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. It could be a complete failure. So you're left with a lot of issues if you do that. Whereas like online, you can put your comic out on Webtoons and Tapas and different comic places for free to get an audience. You can host your own website for money, but then put it out for free to get an audience because the barrier entry is very low. There's little upfront cost for you. You get that audience, then you might make physical copies that people want to buy because they want something physical. And you might add extra stuff in the back of the book so it's actually worth their value even if they didn't want it for just the book itself. They could get extra stuff. Right. So like I just see it as a more feasible way to get an audience and build something than wasting your money and time on producing a book that might not have an audience to begin with. And not just that, there's these Kickstarters and like they're crowdfunding donation things where they don't even have the book made and they're promising to make a book. That just seems stressful. It's like you're promising to make a book that doesn't exist and also make physical copies with money that you're getting from people. So you're stacking on different things that you have to work at. So you have to complete the book first, then you can finally make it. And then after making it, then you have to somehow get it to customers if they're buying it. Unless you're selling it directly to the Kickstarter campaign people, and that's it. But most likely you have more books than that. So then you have to find a way to sell those books to somebody or a distributor. It's a technical nightmare. It's a nightmare. Like it seems just stressful and makes no sense business wise. Not in this day and age. Like the bottleneck of every single thing with comics is distribution or any kind of media. And we have free platforms that do that. Like it's why Amazing Digital Circus and Hell of a Boss can exist. They're free. They were not made for free, but they are free. And that is to get a fan base and get an audience that's loyal to them that then buys merchandise to support the creators to make more stuff. So I know that this works. I just don't think people have done it in comics yet. Not to the extent that I want to do it. Maybe they have. As far as I can tell, I have a solid plan, and I'm okay sharing it because like it's all up to execution. and I'm not hiding information. It's not like anybody couldn't learn this stuff. It's just that like I'm putting the pieces together of what I've seen from other things. I'm not even thinking about what I'm drawing actually. That's an issue. Need to like erase and fix it. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure you understand vaguely what I'm talking about and how comics operate. Uh, one thing as well about those the comic book distributors is comic book uh publishers sell directly to stores, and it's a non-refundable policy to where the stores are just stuck eating whatever they have. So if the store orders the books, they cannot just send it back to the publishers. The publishers get all the money, and the stores have to sell whatever product they buy, or it's just wasted money. It's funny too. I don't read a lot of comics, but I love comic history. I love comic history. I feel like a lot of the comics that I look at don't cater to what I like, and I haven't really read the old ones. Like I feel like there should be reasons why a hero is a hero. Like they're selfless. And modern heroes don't always take up that as much, sadly. Like they're not as selfless. Which like I get making them human. Like I'm fine with that. But like some I mean it's like I told you about like doing more uh doing extra around other people and how it just takes one person to do it. It really does. Fix that head. I didn't think you were British because of that. I don't know. I was just guessing. If you're thinking Harry Potter, no, that's not why I thought you were British. I just guessed. This is not right. Let's make him P head. There we go. Yeah, no, that's not why. I just guessed. I just guessed wildly. I'm gonna erase this. How is it only 11? There's no way. It is, well. I can't believe it. Wow. Time really didn't fly. I talked about a lot of stuff in a super short amount of time. And I started at like 10, I think. Actually, it'll tell me on the thing on the stream. It's been an hour. Yeah, I started at 10 something. Thinking of ending. I just been really going through a lot lately. Well, I have not been going through a lot. I've been thinking a lot, way too much. I'll keep going. Like I said, I'll keep going until 1. Like, I'll redraw this correctly. I have time to do that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. I know. Hello. Yeah. Everything's silent on my stream. I only got one viewer. No, it's fine. I don't. No, 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 no. It's regular. It is. Yeah. It's not, the year is not over yet. It's been structured. Yeah. Yes, I do. What? Yeah. They can't hear you. Uh, you want them to hear you?
I mean, I don't even know if I'm gonna stream today.
They can hear you
I
now.
said that I said that I might not. Also, hello viewer.
Hello.
We're yes.
Let me turn on some different music so they can have something to listen to. They said it was okay. I was listening to my own music. I actually went on a spiel about marketing, how I view dealing with customers, my actual game plan, and how it relates to comics, how they're sold currently. Whatever, a whole spiel of that.
It's so difficult. It's good. We should have to because it's impossible to tell how things work today.
Well, I'm not really afraid of divulging it or saying it. It's all about execution at the end of the day. And if you can't execute on it, then it doesn't matter if you know it.
That's true. I can know
Yeah.
how someone made $1 million. Doesn't mean I'm going to be able to do it.
Yeah, well, you have to do this. You have, yeah, there's a lot involved, plus there's luck. So there's like luck plus being prepared plus, you know, basically doing like showing up is a big one, follow through. There's all types of things that you have to do to get to where you want to be that people don't think about because luck is only one part of it. I mean, even the audience thing, like you said, like, oh well, I'm appealing to gooners or all these other types of people, right? Like that's a specific audience, and it cuts off
Mm,
other audiences, right? So you have to know what
sure
you're,
does.
you have to appeal specifically to what that audience likes, you know. Just like my thing, I don't think I'm gonna have appeal to kids too much. It's more because I want to have blood and stuff in there, and like implied sexual stuff.
You don't think blood appeals to kids?
Do you?
Oh, absolutely. I was
Okay.
a kid watching gory things
Okay.
since being a kid,
Well, they
and
can figure it out on whatever platform I decide to put this thing on. Oh yeah, they said hello by the way, Astro.
I'm tuning into your stream.
This is RT Granger. Yeah.
I am an also artist.
Yeah, he is an artist. Artiste.
Yes.
You know where my my idea for putting it out for free and all this other stuff came from? Astro?
No.
No?
Where?
If you look at how comics are currently sold, do you know how they're sold currently?
In Barnes and Noble, online, through different
Uh,
services.
yes, comic publishers strike a non-refundable deal with distributors, so the distributors cannot sell it back to the to the publisher. They are stuck with the product. The publisher just gets the money and gets to run away with it. That's the deal. That's the current deal. Meanwhile, the books themselves don't actually make much money to begin with.
Mhm.
So, interesting, right? The books don't cost a lot of money, but the publishers sell them to distributors. The distributors buy it in bulk essentially, right? So they buy a lot more for more money. I don't know what the distributors sell them for. It's it's kind of weird, you know? And how do people just like try to start comics usually? Astro?
Yes, I did ask that. How does that happen?
Kickstarters, right? And I said, because I saw this and I was like, this is just dumb. If you start a Kickstarter for a comic book that you have not even made, right? And then you say you're going to make, and then also get money to print the book later, it sounds like you're creating a lot more logistical hurdles for yourself than just making a comic, right? Because now you have to finish drawing it. and then you also like if you have it started, you have to finish drawing it. Then also you have to go to print for it, and then you have to find a way to house the books, right? Hold them. Like you need some storage or some place to have them. Then you have to somehow have a way to mail them to customers.
Instead of just using a publisher.
Yes, or instead of using something called a 3PL or using direct what is it called? Drop shipping. So those are two other methods to do it, right? But yeah, people do that. People do that all the time. And I'm like looking at other things like Amazing Digital Circus and Visipop with Spindlehorse, right? And I'm like, so they make the thing for free, even though it costs money to produce or time. Then they get people to become fans, to then possibly buy merchandise or support them with donations or whatever. That seems like a good idea. So why can't I just take that and do that with a comic? Make it for free, put it on different websites, get an audience, and then get people to support me if they want to. Because the comic's for free. And remember what we learned about comic books and even TV shows. They do not make money. The merchandise makes the money. And it also lets people support you by buying things that they can actually use. So it's not like you're just scamming them. If it's things that they can actually use, it's things that they can use.
Things that they can use.
I mean, like, you wear t-shirts and stuff.
No, I'm naked all the time.
Oh, shit, oh, fuck. Yeah, no worries. Bye-bye. I don't know if they heard me.
I'm naked all the time.
You see what I'm getting at, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's lots of ways to do it.
Yeah, my issue with the Kickstarter method or like doing that, or like the idea is like you have to have a book before you like get an audience, and it's like that seems ridiculous. In this day and age, that seems ridiculous. To have a physical copy before you make an audience, before you get an audience. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's the same as a job entry, right? You got to be doing the thing to get in the thing. Same for every other profession, right? If you want to.
Yeah, but you can do it for free. Get an audience and then do it, and then you can make physical copies later. When you actually have book to make physical copies with. And it makes it much more easy. Because you have a backlog of chapters that you can turn into physical books. That's just my 2 cents.
I don't know about that, because writing is different. Writing is a whole different ballgame, and I'm not going to even attempt to understand the process of...
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Sorry, you're talking about putting... using backlog chapters for a book.
No, I'm talking like the backlog is the stuff that you already put out for free.
Hello.
Hi, question.
Hi.
No.
Are you guys techie people?
I am.
You're on stream.
Okay, I don't care.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing will open. So if I try and click Discord, it won't open. If I try and click the internet button, it won't open. If I try to click the snip, it won't open. Nothing will open. I can still move and drag items on my home screen.
But everything's frozen.
Yeah.
That is a Windows update that they rolled out recently. It happened to my wife's computer. It happened to fucking, what's his name?
Mr. Murdermobile?
Complaining about it.
Jacksepticeye.
Yeah, he was complaining about it.
Oh,
He was like, but
oh
nothing's-
wow.
Like, this is an issue that he couldn't figure out. And in the end, our solution was to go to your Windows Updater and update it to the latest version, restart your computer a few times. It should fix itself. But it's a Windows bug. As far as I know, I've seen that same thing, and it's unlike any other issue that I've ever seen. Right? Like you're not frozen, but you're soft locked. You can still move and stuff, but the windows themselves, in and out of the different programs and in Windows itself, are frozen. I assume.
Yeah, everything's frozen. I can't even go to the little wheel with the two arrows going back and forth. It won't let me it won't let me update. How do I force update?
Well, first you want to restart your computer and get the update early while it's.
It won't
percolating.
let me though. That's the thing.
Well, I don't want to clog up Moose's stream with this, so let's
No,
move.
no, it's okay. I'll turn off the audio. I'm not talking anyways.